Hello and welcome to the Daily Gas for September 29th, 2025, called Divisible by 3 by Clover. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Within each outlined 3 by 3 region, all sets of 3 adjacent digits in a straight horizontal or vertical line must have a sum that is divisible by 3. So what does that mean? Well, it means we're going to have to do a lot of math here. All right, so jokes aside, what are we looking at? Clover gives us a for instance. Row 1, columns 1, 2, and 3 must have a sum that is divisible by 3. So when we sum these digits together, we will get some value, and that value must be evenly divisible by 3. And also, row 4, 5, 6, column 7. So row 4, 5, and 6, column 7 over here must be divisible by 3. So essentially, you can split each 3 by 3 thickly outlined region into 6 strips that all must have sums divisible by 3. And of course, this is only within the region, so not across boxes. Like these 3 cells and these 3 cells, this doesn't need to have a sum divisible by 3. It could, but it doesn't have to. And that's it. Those are the rules. Let's just jump right into it. All right, so modularity is going to definitely have its place in this, but let's start with this cell here because this is already by itself divisible by 3. This already by itself is divisible by 3, which means whatever this is must also be divisible by 3. Well, the only digits that are divisible by 3 are those that have like remainder 0, when they're mod 3. So what that means is it must be 9. Only option there is 9. And that also does something interesting here because now we know that this must be, like, you have to match modulo here. Because otherwise, if you don't, here we have a remainder 2. Let's say we do remainder 1, or remainder 1, remainder 2. None of those will sum to something that has remainder 0 when divided by 3. So this must be 2, 5, 8, and this must be 7 and 4 here. 1, 4, 7. And let's see. This is 12. Just by default, this sums nicely. And here, yeah, this sums to 21. This sums nicely. So those are the kinds of, I guess, tricks we need to play here. 2, 5, 7. What is our remainder? It has to be 8. So we're going to be pretty much fully roped here. I'm guessing. Well, maybe not necessarily. We'll see how this plays out. But 1, 4, 7, this will be 1, 7. And then 6, 9. Very nicely placed there. 6, 9 here. I'm not really checking these other ones, but yeah, 3, 4, 8, 1, 5, 9, 2, 6, 7. These are actually part of our magic squares as well. I guess a magic square would be a valid way to fill that out. We can't have 3, 8, 4 here, though. Too bad. Maybe somewhere. No. It looks like we're not going to have any magic squares in this puzzle, though it would be very thematic. You see 3, 2, we just need something mod 1. So that's literally all of the options, 1, 4, 7. Or not mod 1, whatever, 1 mod 3. It has remainder 1. So everything we did over here in these boxes, we can almost certainly do here. Well, I say that. 5 is 12. This has to be something remainder 3. 6 and 9 aren't options, so this is 3. So we do get a 3 in the corner with our classic 3, 4, 8. And 3, 5, 7 as well. Then... well, 2 goes here. 2, 7 is 9, which means we need something remainder 3. It must be 6. This will then be 9, and then this is the 1 that we're missing, and then 1, 5, 9, 1, 6, 8. And look, we even get the diagonals here. Isn't that nice? Wait a second. 8, 15, 15, 15. Yeah. Wow, look at that. An almost magic square. We have everything 15 except for this diagonal, which is 6. That's very funny. All right, well, I'm getting distracted here. This is just 2 by Sudoku. Um, and I guess the remainder would have had to be 2, 5, or 8. So the only option is 2. 8, we get 8 here. 8, 7, only option is 3. 1, 3, we need 5 here. This will then be the 4 that's missing. All right, and how do we come together here? This is going to be 1 and something, 1 and 5. How does that help? 2, 6 is 8. 8, we need remainder 1, so this must be 4. Across, we need, well, nothing that we can resolve. So where is the bit that will do it for us here? I guess 1, 2, we need 3, 6, or 9. This must be 6. And something's got to give. There we go. 8. 8, what are we missing? 1, 8, we need remainder 3, so it must be 9. Hmm. 5, 7. Yeah, there's no way to like fully break that, right? Because they always need some relative pair. I guess let me think about it. 5, 5, 7, and this is what? Ah, there is because we're still missing 3. Hello. This is 3, and 3 matches with the 8, which means 8 needs to be resolvable, which means it needs the 7, right? It's remainder 1, so yes. Remainder 2, remainder 1, that works out. This is then the 5, and then here we need the 4 that we're missing. Then, with that, telling me that nothing resolves here. 4, 4, 9. All right. Well, then something here is forced to resolve too. Here we go. 2 and 2. So we get all of our 2's. 2, 6 is 8. Remainder 1. 4, I guess 1, 7. So 1, 7 is resolvable. Nicely, nicely. 8, 2, 3. We need remainder 1. Only option is 7, actually. Sorry, that's the last digit in that column there. Let's not be silly. 7 could go here, remainder 1. Okay. Well, 6. There we go. 6 goes here. This is 5. 5, 7, 12. We need another remainder 3, so this is 9. This is only option 4. Then, what are our options? 1, 5, 9. So one of each version. And the only one that works is the remainder 2 to match with the remainder 1, which is our 5 here. Then here we need 1 and something, 1 and 8. 2, 8, we need remainder 2. Only option is 5. Sorry, of course. 2, 5, 8, 2, 5, 8. Wait, we did the roping from the start. 4, 7 then. 2, 6. So 3 or 5. 3 or 5 have to resolve it here. 3 and then 5. All right, and at the same time we look across, we get 7. 7 gets us 7, 4. 4 gets us 4 and 8. There we go. Hello. 8. 8 gets us 8 and 9. 9 gets us 9 and 1 actually, and this is 1 to finish us off in 8 minutes and 30 seconds with divisible by 3 by Clover. So 8 is not divisible by 3, but 8 minutes and 30 seconds in seconds, of course, is divisible by 3 because 60 seconds and 30 seconds. So, you know what? I'm pretty satisfied with that. A nice clean time that is in fact divisible by 3. So with that, hopefully you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.